Have you ever wanted to be a Hulk? Have you ever wanted to be a Black Panther? Everybody wants to be a superhero, and that's what Realm of Champions is all about. It's about making Marvel yours.
Marvel Realm of Champions is a multiplayer, you play with your friends in real time.
If you're a Marvel fan and you've always wanted to create your own Marvel character, put your own twist on it, I think you'll want this game.
The story of Realm of Champions started being told like for real in Contest of Champions. Marvel Contest of Champions is the first Marvel game we made 6 years ago.
And I think Gabe always had plans for what he was going to do with the Maestro. The Maestro is this really evil version of the Hulk, and he wants to become a god, essentially. We had reached the end of one storyline in Contest of Champions, and it grew into something so expansive we felt like we needed to make a whole new game to tell that story. Battleworld is our entry point into the game. Battleworld is a planet that is composed of a bunch of different realities that have been brought together forcibly by the Maestro.
There's been many versions of it. You know, of course, the original one was from the original Secret Wars from 1985. Later, we had Secret Wars 2015, which it plays with the same concept, but it's in a much more complex way.
There's 80 plus years of Marvel history to pull from for this stuff. So where do you take from? What do you leave for later?
We really wanted the world itself to capture the essence of the characters. For example, one of the first ones I worked on was the House of Iron, and we took the idea of Tony Stark wanting to protect everyone and build a suit of armor around the world. So we started with an armored wall and a shield and buildings that look like his armor.
So the first thing that you're going to get introduced to is this big mystery.
The Maestro, the God Emperor of Battleworld, the all-powerful, Green Emperor, get murdered.
You need to find out who killed the Maestro, because as evil as he was keeping a lot of things in check and making sure that lots of people didn't die.
But then we focus into the center with the 8 houses that we're going to start the game with, the major houses. The House of Iron is a technological utopia. The Spider Guild in this world, they are traffickers of information. The Gamma Horde, they're barbarian Hulks. The Vishanti, they are basically a mystic university that brings together all the different mystic traditions from the multiverse. The people of Wakanda got exiled, so they had to rebuild the country of Wakanda from scratch. The Garrison is the moral guidance of this world. Pyramid X is Apocalypse Kingdom, or the first of our X houses. So the Asgardian Republic, they are our version of the 9 realms. First thing you see is that Stark Prime proposes that all the houses come together and not fight and not go to war. So this is the first stage of the story. This is called the Iron Age.
I don't know about you, but if fighting a secret war will prevent an open one, I'm game.
Visual customization has always been at the core of the game.
Not only are you becoming more powerful just by leveling up your character, but you're also earning rarer gear with different enhancements on it. The better your gear, the more able you'll be to compete in the competitive Arena Conquest game mode, which will earn you more reputation with that house that you're trying to infiltrate. And as that reputation increases, again, more story will come to you. From a visual development standpoint, it's been really cool. I sort of get a peek at all of the concept art that comes in for these weapons and their variants and the gear and all the variants and stuff that's coming down the line.
Yeah, just like the worlds, there's so much Marvel influence in the gear. Even for the smallest piece of gear, it would start with talking to Gabe about the narrative and how it fits into the narrative, and that would inspire the visuals. You want as much variety in the sets as possible, but you also have to be able to combine them together in a way that makes sense. For Sorcerer Supreme, we've merged her design sense with Scarlet Witch, and you can combine that with her voodoo design and her Ancient One inspired design. So many different looks, but you can combine them together in a crazy way.
There's 3 sort of core roles to the game. Tank characters are really going to be setting the formation of your team. They're going to be on the front line engaging and pulling attention away from weaker characters like the attack and the support characters. Attack characters are going to hang back and either jump in and deal sort of shots of damage, or stay back and deal damage consistently from afar. And then support characters also hang back, but their main focus is to debuff their enemies or buff their allies to really enhance the abilities of those other two classes. Having those three roles is important to creating balanced teams.
I feel like our vision has really come together. The story, the visuals, and everything works so well together.
What you see now in the game is just a tiny fraction of what we have planned. There's so many stories that we want to tell.
It's really only the beginning, and you can expect some new story content, new game modes coming soon. So look forward to it.